Hey, what's going on, guys? Danny here, and welcome to what is probably the biggest video project I've ever done on this channel. And listen, I just wanted to do this for fun, and I've kind of been wanting to make bigger and better videos that I actually put decent time into. At the time of recording this voiceover right now, I have already been working on this for a few days. This is the first video I even wrote a script to. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be listing off and kind of reviewing, not going too in depth, but not going too in depth. But this is my top 50 games. I'm going to start from number 50 all the way to 1. Number 50 being like the worst best game, I guess you could say. This might probably be a long video, so I don't know, grab some snacks and just hear me yap about my top 50 favorite games of all time. And yeah, let's just get into this shit. Starting off with alright, now I feel like some people watching this are surprised this is even on the list, because I don't even have this game installed on my PC right now.
Bruh.
But, bro, Overwatch 1, before the shitfest that is Overwatch 2 came out, Overwatch 1 was literally so good. Like, the fact that they removed the loot boxes, they added a shitty battle pass, then, what is the point of the 2 in Overwatch 2? Like, be for real. They canceled the PvE modes that are supposed to come to the game. Literally, I don't know why they didn't just add all of Overwatch 2, all This is a big ass video, cut me some slack for stuttering. Why did they not just take all of the content that's in Overwatch 2 and just add it to Overwatch 1 with an update? Like, there is no point of that 2 being there. But here's the thing, it's still on this list because if we ignore all the shit that went down, like later on down the road, Overwatch was still a good fucking game. It had good gameplay, it had good characters, they cooked, I'm not gonna lie. It was fun back in the day. The current state of this game right now is why it's only number 50. Alright, Rocket League. This one I'm kind of passionate about because I really want this game to succeed. So let me just start off by saying I got into this game after it went free-to-play during Season 2 of the free-to-play era. I was actually pretty close to buying this game, I remember, but I never ended up doing that, and then the game just conveniently went free-to-play. So I was like, oh shit! Here's all I got to say. This game is fun most of the time. What puts it here this low on the list is due to the fact that this game's community, first off, is one of the most toxic motherfuckers who ever exist. Bro, it's rare to even get in a game where someone says GG these days. You either get your trash, your mid, fucking you win and you say GG, they're not going to say GG because they lost, and if they win, they're not going to say GG just to be toxic. That's just how it is. I made an unwritten rule to just never say GG anymore because it's utterly useless. But another thing is this game still hasn't gone to Unreal Engine 5, and they said it would go to Unreal Engine 5 years ago. And the game being out this long, and it's still on Unreal Engine 3. This game really starts to show its age graphics-wise. It's crazy that fucking Rocket Racing in Fortnite has Unreal Engine 5, which Psyonix developed. I like this game, and even sometimes I love it, but until this game gets an actual update with actual new maps and not just reskinned maps that already exist and moves to Unreal Engine 5, I'm keeping this one uninstalled also. But I do still have some respect for this game, and like I said, it can be fun sometimes, so it definitely deserves a spot on this list. And if you guys remember that Rocket League video I made years ago, props to you, I love you. Okay, so this used to, or honestly still is, the game I think is the scariest of all time. The atmosphere alone is the most unsettling thing about this game. Matched with the graphics that look older, the game genuinely gives me chills every time I try to play it. I barely beat the game myself just last year, and I was only able to do that with fucking Killer there with me watching me play it. Like, legit try playing this alone, and you will want to go hide under your blanket. Okay, that kind of sounds stupid. You know what, anyway. I could not play this game as I resorted to watching Markiplier play this. Like, because I was just too fucking scared to play this on my own. But the amount of content this game also has is crazy. So many SCPs to interact with. Some being a song that's as far as my mixtape. You literally kill yourself to literally finish writing it. Or a literal blunt left by Snoop Dogg himself. And not to mention everything the mod SCP Containment Breach Ultimate Edition has. I'm scared of this game still to this day, but it most definitely deserves to be on this list. Also, 096 chasing you is so damn terrifying, it probably took 20 years off my life. Some of you might already know this about me, but FNAF is one of my most favorite horror game franchises of all time. And spoiler alert, not the only FNAF game on this list. Ultimate Custom Night came out after FNAF Pizza Simulator, or just FNAF 6. 50 damn animatronics from the entire FNAF series all packed into one Ultimate Custom Night. This game is basically the Smash Bros of FNAF. The gameplay is probably the most satisfying out of all FNAF games for me, and depending on how many animatronics you have on can lead to the most intense shit ever. Not to mention 50-20 mode, which I plan to conquer one day. It's crazy. I mean, just look at my boy Dako beating this shit. And I also want to mention the voice acting, which everyone did an amazing job, and I love hearing the dialogue after a failed run. Definitely a FNAF game I always come back to when I want that good old FNAF type gameplay. If you need more content for UCN, then there's also Ultra Custom Night, which has an absurd amount of motherfuckers trying to kill you. But yeah, this is definitely top 3 FNAF games for me, hands down. I'm not gonna lie, I've been obsessed with the idea of ghost hunting since forever. And they're telling me there's a whole game centered around ghost hunting? Shit! This is one of my favorite games to play with friends. Being able to be legit ghost hunters and get evidence for different types of ghosts is so cool to me. This game honestly isn't that scary, but once in a while a ghost event will scare the living shit out of me. And you could kinda be a pro with this game. I watched a 3-hour video just so I learned what every ghost type does. I can legit find out a ghost type without any evidence, which might defeat the purpose of the Ghost Hunter type game, but it is so satisfying figuring out the ghost type in a no evidence run. I want to thank the YouTuber Ensim for the videos he's done on Faz helping me learn this game, because I probably wouldn't have gone into it without a dead ass. Good old Gmod, a sandbox game where you can legit do anything your heart desires. Do I need to say anything else? In all seriousness though, this game legit has it all, whether you want to do a horror map, fuck around with friends, pause, run around from a doge next spot in a maze. This game could probably last you a hot ass minute if that's all you got. The YouTube scene for this game back then is so nostalgic for me as well. Y'all remember Venturian Tale? Bro, watching them playing horror maps back in the day was the most goated shit ever. This game probably belongs in the Video Game Hall of Fame. That's just how iconic this game is. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna run from a shit ton of SCP-096s in this maze. Okay, so first off, let me just say I know how cringe the community for this game can be, but this is genuinely one of my most favorite music games ever. The soundtrack for this game is so damn fire. Just listen to this one they just released for the erect mode for the full game when it drops. The gameplay is literally just DDR, but the mods for this game can take it way farther than that. An example of this is one of my favorite mods here named Indie Cross, where you face off against Cuphead, Sans, and the Ink Demon from Bendy. This mod changes up the gameplay by having to like dodge EXs for Cuphead, or die, attack Cuphead, or die, or play the Deadass Sans boss fight in Friday Night Funkin'. I couldn't get past the song and I fucking hate it. But yeah, I love this game and I'm patiently waiting for the full release when it drops in 2032 with my mixtape. There is a music game I like more than Friday Night Funkin', but it still belongs on this list. Speaking of that other game... Bro, I remember playing this on my phone and deadass raging and wanting to chuck my phone out the goddamn window. G-Dash is super nostalgic for me, and the soundtrack for this game as well is incredible. Nowadays, I'm pretty good at this game. I was able to beat 2 of the 3 demons that are in the base game. I'm currently scared of Deadlock, so I'll grind it when I'm ready. And not to mention the huge update that came out recently, which adds a shit ton of new features, and you could straight up turn this game into a 2D platform. You will never run out of things to do in this game. You can make a level, play through the tower, which is basically a 2D platforming game, or play gorgeous levels made by the community. I also love all the little icons you can play as, like the fucking Discord logo, the Twitch logo, Finn, a Shy Guy, and a bunch of others. This game holds very dear to my heart, and I always come back to it when I want to dash through geometry and stuff and everything else that ends with tree. Holy fucking shit, this one's a banger. I love LEGO games. They just have that charm, man. Nothing beats breaking shit in a level and getting a shit ton of studs. Like, imagine if that was a superpower you had in real life where you just beat the shit out of your desk and you get money from it. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's genius. When you combine one of my favorite heroes in the gameplay of a LEGO game, it is legit the best combination to exist. I know people fuck with the LEGO Marvel games more, probably, but this here was my bread and butter. It's also open world, and my favorite thing to do back in the day was go to the amusement park and have fun going on the roller coaster or whatever else is there. This game is also kind of funny. Surprisingly, Robin low-key carried the humor that is in this game. There's also a ton of DC characters to choose from, and although it's playing Flash and just running around the city, the campaign for the game was decent as well. Fighting that big-ass Joker Lex robot thingy in the sky was super memorable for me. I plan to play this game again soon because I am literally Batman. The LEGO version. If you want to be a menace to society, this is the game for you. Bully is one of my favorite Rockstar games and is super underrated. Also, the music slaps donkey dick. I also generally like Jimmy Hopkins as a character. Plug a little weird, but he's cool. The story for this game is pretty good as well, and especially like the final fight with Gary on the roof with the rain pouring down. That shit was cinematic as fuck. I wish Rockstar would remake this game or give it a sequel. Everyone wants GTA 6, but give your boy Bully 2 for real. The map isn't as big as a GTA game, but there's still a decent amount to see and explore. Now, if only Rockstar would see and explore the possibility of a Bully 2, like Rockstar, if you get your ass. Alright, now I'm a huge fan of kart racers, especially games like Mario Kart, which we'll get to later, spoiler alert. This game is one of the cool Mario Kart-like games out there. You can play as goated Sonic characters, or just Sega characters like II, Billy Hatcher, Alex Kidd, the pink-haired motherfucker, and others. The game stands itself out by giving each of the characters their own unique special moves to just get past everybody. However, hearing Amy's dumbass song that plays during her super gave me stage 16 cancer. The tracks are also pretty good in this game, except that one Monkey Ball track. Fuck that one. That track is my biggest op. Yes, so Sonic game back to back. And we got the GOAT, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic 2 is by far my favorite 2D Sonic game. It just has goated levels, and I know talking about the soundtrack of a game seems to be the theme of this video so far, but bruh, Sonic 2 has some bangers. And having the homie Tails by your side and being able to have someone else play as him, you can get some pretty good multiplayer Sonic shenanigans here. The game is pretty easy and has some pretty easy boss fights, but this game's a fun time when I go back to it every once in a while. Fighting games are probably top 3 game genres for me. And combining a fighting game with DC characters made by NetherRealm Studios is the most goated shit ever. Sadly, this game is pretty dead nowadays. Give me Injustice 3, please. But when this game was released, it was so cool watching videos on this game and playing it myself. The game is legit Mortal Kombat but with DC and just less gore. Do y'all fucking remember that Mortal Kombat vs DC game? Bro, that shit is so nostalgic for me, but the game was low-key kinda dog shitty. The story mode is pretty good. That flash for the reverse flash scene will forever be engraved in my brain. And only real ones shows Batman's side at the ending if you pick Superman to consider yourself an op. Like deadass. The character roster was good as well. I was a Robin main and cooked with them low-key. When the DLC started coming out, this game was so good. The Ninja Turtles being in the game was crazy. You know, there's like Hellboy and fucking Raiden and Sub-Zero. Speaking of Raiden, bro had the coolest super in this game. Just look at this shit. Ed Boon, please give me Injustice 3. Mortal Kombat 1 was low-key mid, I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy how Mortal Kombat 9 is better than Mortal Kombat 1. Wait, speaking of... my favorite Mortal Kombat game, folks. Good old MK9. It might have to do with nostalgia, but this game was honestly such a fun time. I remember being terrified of the crits when I was little. But in Mortal Kombat 1, we got this.
Sweet! You found the key! But you're also gonna need the pin for the security system. It's, ABACABB. Alright? Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
The roster for this game was also kinda nutty. Being able to play as like Freddy Krueger or goddamn Kratos if you're on PlayStation was so dope. Later on, the fatalities and x-rays definitely got better, but doing a whole babality on someone was so damn funny. And not to mention the story mode, which in my opinion is still the best one, was a cinematic masterpiece. I also like the future Mortal Kombat games like MKX and 11, but MK9 just has that charm and nostalgia that just makes it my favorite in the franchise. I got a question for you. Do you want Frank West from Dead Rising to duke it out with Spider-Man? Elbow to have the game for you. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is probably in the top 3 fighting games for me. Being able to play Capcom and Marvel characters and have them beat the living shit out of each other is so damn good. Now here's the Danny Gaming Central team that I always crutched on. If you want to improve at this game, use this team. Dante, Morgan, and Spider-Man. Actually, fight me while I use that team and you'll get shitted on. The gameplay is so fast and fluid and being able to air combo is so fun for a fighting game. Until someone does that annoying ass Dr. Doom Infinite. That is... shit.
Level 3! Level 2!
Being a tag team game as well is such a nice change to the usual fighting game formula. Being able to switch to another character on the fly and get some crazy ass combos going. I was a huge fan of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as well, but 3 just expands on it so much and makes it one of the best fighting games ever made. Sorry for all the fighting games back to back, but now let's just get into a game with a good story. A Way Out is a story-based game where you play with a friend and, well, you find a way out of prison. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't seen it yet, but this game's story is amazing, and the twist at the end is fucking crazy. I personally played this with good old Doyle, who y'all seen on the channel before, and we had a really fun time in this game. The gameplay isn't that crazy, but this game definitely has some fun moments, like being able to shit on that one kid in basketball. You can also play Connect 4 if you want to, I don't know. Side note, look how clean this transition is for no reason.
Hey! Freeze! Don't move!
I really hope we get more games like this in the future, because it's such a good game idea that needs to be explored more. Gonna start this one with a hot take, but CTR Nitro Fuel's gameplay is leagues better than Mario Kart's. Oh my god, but Danny, you say the Mario Kart is coming up on this list, so why isn't this ranked higher? Well, fucking listen, Jeffrey. This game is dead as fuck. Getting a full lobby on this game is so unlikely. If you do get one, buy a lottery ticket because you just got lucky as balls. Like I said before, the gameplay is just significantly better than Mario Kart's, and it's due to how the series does the drifting, which you have to hold R1 and press L1 at the right time to get a boost going. And it just feels more satisfying to pull off than just holding a button and turning. The items in this game are dog shit, but that's honestly a good thing, because I feel like the game relies purely on skill, which I love a lot. This game also has so many characters from the Crash series to choose from, like they deadass added the checkpoint crate as a playable character. Like bro, what? They added all tracks in the original CTR and Crash Nitro Kart with some new ones every once in a while, and characters for free. But once they stopped doing that, people kind of dropped off on the game. Because this game could have been saved, I think, if they fixed the online, which had a decent amount of bugs. Like the game starting, but everyone just stayed there all creepy-like, and the race wouldn't start. Also, if they added like a ranked mode or tournaments or something, because the online is kind of bare bones as well. Honestly, the best thing they added to this game was the difficult time trials to do. Especially the dev time trials that actually made some people go insane.
It's painful! It's painful! Oh, give me the fucking controller, let's go again. I don't...
Kinda shit gift you get for beating the dev trials, but at least you can flex with it, I suppose. Go to this fuck kart racer, that will always be my favorite gameplay wise. This game is also dead. And an island. No? Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. My GOAT Dead Island. I love this game, bro, holy. I first managed to beat this game several years ago on the 360, and I never realized how much this game actually has to offer. 4 characters to choose from, which introduces us to the GOAT that is Sam B, but I was a Logan main. This game was also sort of open world. There's 4 areas, but they're not really connected, but still exploring the area and killing zombies with some really damn good combat was amazing. This game becomes a real G of the zombie game genre. I know there's also Dying Light, which was also made by the same devs as this game, but I haven't finished it yet, but I plan to this year at some point. Another thing that was so cool about this game was each character had their own special move. Like Logan's, for example, bro becomes a pro thrower and just shreds zombies with throwing knives. There was also boss fights, sort of, with different types of zombies to come across in each area. I plan to play the sequel this year soon, so I'll have to check it out. I just hope it lives up to this one. Now onto a game that will probably make you dislike the video, but just hear me out, okay? Okay, calm down. Let me explain, please. The year is 2021. We're starting to see snow outside. But what's this? Steel Wool Studios made a new FNAF game. And it just dropped. And they're playing it during the winter, which is such a vibe. Now I know this game had a bad launch, and I got the worst of it by playing it on the PS4. but I actually think this is one of the best FNAF games out there. Fucking bonkers, I know. But something about exploring the giant-ass Pizzaplex and seeing all the attractions it has was so cool to me. The game was not scary at all, except for Moon's section, who is my favorite Security Breach character, by the way. But that didn't stop me from having a good time in this game. I was one of those people that believed the glitches and the bugs made this game low-key better. This game had the funniest moments in a FNAF game I've ever seen. Here are some of my favorite clips from people experiencing crazy-ass bugs.
Freddy! Freddy, please. Oh my god, no! Not like this. Not like this. Please. Get me in, get me in. Freddy! Freddy, you bitch! Freddy! Freddy! Freddy, don't wait your turn. God damn it. Freddy. Freddy? What? Oh my god, no, no, no. Not like this. Not like this. Freddy! Oh my god, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You cannot be serious. Freddy! Freddy! Oh my god, Freddy! Freddy, you bastard! Hey guys! Whoa, whoa, chill! Oh my god! Chill! Guys! No! Oh my god! Relax! Oh.
The game could legit be beaten under 10 minutes, I believe, because of the glitches. They ended up fixing the entire game later on, and of course there's the Ruin DLC that came out recently, which was also a good time. Once again, FNAF cooked with the voice acting here, and especially Kellen Goff, who voices Sun, Moon, and Glamrock Freddy, but everyone else did an amazing job. People seem to have mixed feelings about this game, and I understand that, but I would kill to go back to winter 2021 playing this game in the cold while running the game at 1 FPS on my PS4. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, but the Music Man section is the best section in the game, and had a fucking G of a song. Another nostalgic game that blew up on YouTube ages ago. Subnautica was such a unique survival game because the entire game took place on an ocean and an alien planet. I'm someone with thalassophobia, so this game scares me, I'm not gonna lie. The Reaper Leviathan alone made me want to get off sometimes. The survival aspect of the game is pretty simple. Don't die of starvation, dehydration, or God forbid a Leviathan, and you're chilling. You just explore this alien ocean, figuring out the secrets this planet has, and eventually build a rocket ship and get the fuck out. Nothing beats also making a Cyclops submarine, boarding it, and hearing that nice, crispy voice saying,
"Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online."
I might be terrified of it sometimes, but it's one of the best survival games out there. Being able to build underwater bases, go super deep into the ocean, explore the giant Aurora ship, which looks cool as fuck when it explodes, by the way.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
But this isn't my favorite survival game. Actually, the next two entries on this list will explain. So let's move on to number 30, which is... This game in a nutshell is basically just realistic Minecraft. Well, sort of. There's a whole fucking artifact you get that can turn things gold and even teleport you. Anyways, this is another game I played with Doyle. After we beat the first Forest game a while back, we were excited to see the sequel finally releasing as early access. Although we had to wait to play it because I had a very shitty PC. Later on, as you guys know, Doyle did build me a PC I'm using now to make this very video. Huge shout out to Doyle, he's my GOAT, for real. Now on to the game. We had a blast playing through this, and we recently finished up the full release version of this game. This game is one of the most funny games ever made. Here are some clips from some streams a while back. I'm sorry, Kelvin. There's so many guys. Oh, right. We can actually try the strat now. Machine gun rocks. Okay, that's kind of broken. Get this guy, get this guy.
He's dead.
Come on. No, he's not.
Oh, wait, let him
Oh,
go.
shit.
Let him stand up.
Let her go, let her go.
Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Fuck! Come on!
You struggling?
I can't fucking move 2 inches! Oh my god! Motherfucker, come on!
And
Okay.
I'm blinded by the sun.
Please! To come revive me!
No way!
The goal of the game is to kill cannibals or demons or these ugly mutant creature things and try to figure out the secrets this forest holds. Although the lore is very confusing to me, just like Minecraft, you can make a base and hold your ground against the cannibals, although that wasn't mine or Doyle's playstyle, as we like to just go cave to cave getting the items we needed and just make progress in the game. Speaking of the caves, the items they carry are 10 times better than the first game. You can get a hunting rifle, a pickaxe for sulfite ore, which you need to upgrade your weapons, and the items outside of a cave, you can also get like a pistol, a shotgun, a chainsaw, a machete, a crossbow, and a whole ass paraglider to just fly over the gorgeous looking map. Unless you fuck up using it like in that one clip I just showed you. Sons of the Forest is a gorgeous looking game, which gets even better in caves with the purple lighter reflecting off of the water and rocks. Like, holy, the lighting in this game is magnificent. This will always be a game I can come back to as the replay value is insanely good for this game. Now, as you might have been noticing, I've been talking about Minecraft a lot, so let's talk about it finally. I feel like some people I know watching this will be surprised that Minecraft is even this high on the list, as I'm not too fond of it nowadays. But don't get me wrong, I love Minecraft, which is why it's on this list to begin with. This is probably the greatest survival game ever made, with arguably the biggest viewer count out of any game on YouTube ever. Safe to say this game has been part of millions of people's lives. Mojang recently has been slacking on this game a shit ton though, and it'll literally take 10 months just to add new blocks. I'm also a firm believer of the Stop the Mob Vote movement, and the mob vote is the most stupid thing that has ever come to this game. Modders can legit add every mob into the game in under a month, while Mojang takes a while to just add one and make the community go into a pissy fit just because their favorite mob did it. Enough of the negative though, because this game still means a lot to me. It was even the oldest game I started playing here on the channel, so here, have fun listening to Baby Dandy.
He doesn't play games. He's over there mining right now. He on the Play Store. Dang, I did make it kind of long for him. He's like, okay, look at him. Dang, he doesn't play games.
It also started with one of my favorite series on the channel, Hypixel PK. I'll add, but check out my Hypixel PK hoodie, link in description. Season 2 coming soon, and maybe Season 2 merch, what? Minecraft would probably be the game I would pick as a game to take if I was stranded on an island, as it could legit last forever. But the current state of the game is kind of rough now. Count how many times I said Minecraft in this video. Alright, let's move away from survival games and talk about one of the most underrated superhero games ever. This was released shortly after the Avengers game came out, and we all know how that shitfest of a game went. I think this coming out after Avengers has something to do with this game not being talked about as much as I think it deserves to be talked about. Guardians of the Galaxy is honestly my favorite Marvel property besides Spider-Man, of course. The Guardians always have amazing chemistry with each other like in the movies, but this game has my favorite version of the Guardians personally. Gameplay-wise, it can get kind of repetitive, but it is still really fun to play through and has amazing dialogue throughout the game. It isn't very long of a game, but I feel like there's enough content in the story to leave you satisfied. And it, of course, has a banger soundtrack like Guardians of the Galaxy always does. If you're a fan of Guardians, I would highly recommend you go check this game out. It's a real fun time. Dead Space is a game I only just played through last year. As I saw the remake was on Xbox Game Pass, I decided to give it a shot. And holy balls, I don't regret it at all. This is one of the best horror games I've ever played. The atmosphere, goated. The gameplay, goated. The boss fights, goated. The zero gravity mechanic, goated. The basketball game, goated. Isaac Clarke has become one of my favorite game protagonists after playing through this game. This game has a great story as well, with great plot twists and all. I never played any of the sequels. I'm honestly just hoping they remake them to try them out that way. So, quick update. But it literally just got announced yesterday at the time of recording this voiceover that the sequels they were planning to remake just got cancelled. So fuck me, I guess. I guess I'll just check out the original sequels. I am actually so... I'm gonna I hate that I was so late on seeing the gem that this game truly is. Combat alone makes this game a gem. Shooting the limbs off of the aliens and then stomping on them is so satisfying. And the boss fights with zero gravity involved with it is also a treat to play. Weapon-wise, it has cool-ass shit, and I actually love using every single one. However, there is this dude who can use a whole-ass bench as a weapon. So yeah, enough about Dead Space, and I'm going to talk about... running through a whole-ass mall, killing thousands of zombies. Anything of your choosing is one of the most brilliant ideas for a zombie game ever. He's covered wars, you know. Frank West is another gaming legend, bro. He can survive the mall filled with thousands of zombies with just a fucking bench if he could. If you want to turn your brain off and just chill out, play this game and run around the mall and mindlessly kill every zombie you see with whatever you want while riding a skateboard. It will be the best thing you've done in your life. One nitpick I have with this game, however, is the time mechanic. Now yes, that's what makes the game stand out as a zombie game, but I have been soft-locked before just because I couldn't make it to a certain mission on time. But that could just be a skill issue, I guess. I still love this game. Boss fights in Dead Rising are crazy as well, and are actually pretty difficult sometimes. Make sure to always have food in your inventory, or you're dead, but you won't be rising. No? Fine, fucking asshole. Anyways, this game has multiple endings as well, but I've never seen all of them, but I'm gonna replay this game soon this year. Holy hell, we finally reached the halfway point of this video. If you made it this far, drop a like and subscribe, because it's the biggest video I've ever worked on. Enough of that though, let's talk about a game I got into just really recently. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I'm only about to be level 100 in this game, and let me tell you that this game is one of the most satisfying gunplay I've seen in a game. Being able to lean is a game changer. And yes, I only got into this game because of Jinxie, and I even sent him fan mail, so here's a clip of that if you're curious.
To Jinxie cardiac sensor. I'm not even making this up. Dead to Bonnie. Hello, Junko. I really enjoyed your Five Nights at Freddy's videos. So I hope you enjoyed this Bonnie plushie. Please play more Five Nights at Freddy's. Also, can you shout out my friends Pizza and Killer? Thank you, man. Love you from Danny. Shout out Pizza, shout out Killer. Oh my god, it's Bonnie. Oh my, dead to mangle. Oh my god, it's Bonnie. That's kind of comp. Bro, this has been a wholesome ass.
This game can be hard as balls, but I'm getting kind of nasty at it, and can kind of get MVP somewhat often. I'm stuck in Copper though, massive L. I now have every operator in the game over 60 goddamn, and all of them are decent fun. I can never get off Hard Breacher though, because my team never wants to run Hard Breacher, but it's okay. Depending on the day and my mood, I can have a good time at this game, or the worst time. And that mostly has to do with how overly toxic R6's community is. I would not recommend this game if you are somewhat sensitive, but you can also just turn off the chat, I guess. R6 is still one of the most satisfying shooter games that ever played though, Tom Clancy cooked. However, there are 2 other shooters I like more, so let's get into it. My favorite COD game, personally, Black Ops 3, is incredible. COD nowadays can rarely cook, but going back to BO3 is always a good time. Within my opinion, the best zombies out of any COD game. Black Ops 2 zombies are good too, but I always had more fun with BO3s. The multiplayer in this game still hasn't been beaten. The wall running is fun as hell. The abilities your characters have are a blast to use. I was a Gravity Spikes main. I kinda cooked with that motherfucker. Map-wise, BO3 had some bangers, with the bangers from Black Ops 2 brought over as well, and Black Ops 1 probably. To this very day, you can get into a game relatively quickly, I'd say. When I want that good old COD type gameplay, I want to play this COD specifically. They really need to remaster this game or BO2, and I will actually forgive them for all the shit COD games they've been releasing nowadays. Respawn can sometimes be cringe. EA can also be cringe. But saying this game itself is bad, you would become myopic. Apex is not my favorite shooter game I ever played, and I'm not joking. I've been playing this for a couple of years now, ever since Ash got added to the roster, and I don't regret the hours I put into this game. Yes, Respawn does make poor decisions when it comes to this game, mostly due to EA being as money hungry as they are. But the gameplay, the movement, the characters, their personality, the lore alone all carry the shit out of this game. I even have a Nessie plushie. I love Nessie. The most recent season, Breakout, added perks to each of the characters that just add more seasoning to the already 5-course meal. 5-course might be a little bit of a stretch. But you know what I mean. This game is incredible. For the shooter genre, and especially the Battle Royale genre, I used to play Fortnite all the time, but after getting into Apex, it is so hard to play Fortnite now. Everything just feels so slow compared to Apex. Each legend is honestly so much fun to play, and I like playing just about everyone. Except Caustic. He farts on people, and that's low-key kind of boring. Like, how the fuck are you gonna design a character like that? Caustic is actually a bozo. Nessie should have taken his spot instead. I hate him. Caustic should fucking... If you remember the DVD phase I went through for this channel, you're a real one. Like, look at this Spirit short I made. 37k views is crazy. Anyways, yes, I have DBD on this list. I have an unhealthy addiction to this game. Sometimes. Sometimes I have to take a break, or I think I might go mentally unstable. But I've got about over 1,000 hours on this game, and DBD is probably my favorite multiplayer game out there right now. This game is the Smash Bros. Of horror icons. When Chucky got announced, I was so damn hyped. Now that Spring Chat be in this game, Scott, I swear to God. DBD is simple for both sides. Survivor, complete 5 gens, don't die and escape. Killer, sacrifice the survivors to the end titties. The community thinks this game is Survivor or Killer sided, but in my opinion, it kind of swaps between them. Like, it could be Survivor sided for a bit, and then an update can drop, but the game is Killer sided. Like, the most recent P2B they did, it's gonna be Killer sided again. But, you know, behavior can cook sometimes, and other times they do not. They burn the shit. Yeah, like as I was saying before, in the recent PTB, the perk Decisive Strike is getting a so-called buff with a cool new animation. Yay! The Decisive Strike with the 5-6 stun is back? No. The new animation takes up the extra 2 seconds, so the stun is still 3 seconds. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, they fixed it. If it was just a bug. Hey, Editor Danny, did they fix it? Before we end this entry, I want to give a shout out to the DBD YouTubers that got me really into this game when I first started playing. Darva is the G that helped me improve at this game a shit ton. Bro would make a long ass video with tips for every killer, and I will watch the whole damn thing. Demi is what I would say the fun one of the DBD YouTubers, and I constantly say I have glaucoma whenever I get blinded now. Sharpshot is someone very new and doesn't have much of a following, but I want to see this dude grow so much, so please go check him out. I even told him he looks like the unknown in a Twitch stream.
When did you work with behavior to get it? Dude! Stop! Stop, chat! I did not work with behavior to get me as this killer. This isn't me.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's get on with the next game. Yet another game I played with Doyle. As you can see, we always play the bangers, and this is a good one. Made by the same developers as A Way Out, which I talked about earlier in this video. They're in for a multiplayer 3D platformer puzzle type game. They cooked. Like, cooked. It even won Game of the Year in, like, 2019. 2021. I think it's 2021. Anyway, a story for this game is husband and wife are about to divorce, but the daughter does some voodoo type shit and turns them into these doll things. Now an ugly ass book shows up. I hate him. Fuck him. I hate that I have to look at him again for this video. Like, why are you here? Oh. He's here to try to fix their marriage, so he takes them on a journey through their best memories while they were married, and they gotta do puzzles and shit, or even fight some beings. They gotta do it together, though, hence the name It Takes Two. Honestly, if I had to look at that damn book, I probably would have ended up divorcing that bitch anyway. Anyways, the gameplay for this game is really good. The platforming feels nice and fluid. Each new area gives you new abilities to use, or straight up change the formula, like my favorite part here, where the game turns into a fighting game. They also have a cool Way Out reference here, which is neat. I love The Way Out, but It Takes Two is just honestly way better gameplay-wise for me. Also, shout out to Moon Baboon, my fucking goat. After the new Super Mario Bros. Series felt really repetitive, I kind of lost interest in the 2D Mario games. But when the trailer for this game came out, I was like, holy shit, this looks insanely good. And I was correct, because this is now my favorite 2D Mario game ever made. Being the first game as well where Mario has a new voice actor replacing Charles Martinet. And I'd say he did a decent job voicing him. That talking flower he voices as well was also pretty good, even if I did find him annoying at times. My favorite part of this game is most definitely the art style. The animation is so fluid in this game, it's a pleasure to look at. And each world looks stunning, which can evolve when you can pick up the Wonder Flower, and everything just gets all crazy and just makes the game look 10 times better than it already does. Gameplay-wise, it is just 2D Mario again, but now with the addition of badges you can equip on Mario, you get unique abilities like a higher jump, better wall jumping, gliding with their hat, or just completely go invisible. If you haven't got this game yet, get it now. It is the most fun, charming, and 2D Mario game out right now. And now let's get into a 3D Mario masterpiece. People often say Mario Galaxy 2 is better than the Galaxy 1, but I don't know about that because I've never gotten around to playing the second one. I probably should though, because I'm cringe, but anyway. I loved booting up the game and just listening to the main menu music. The soundtrack as a whole is amazing. I'm also a huge fan of space, and a 3D Mario game that takes place in space, I'm sold. Being able to explore different planets with that nice fluid movement this game has, man, this game is a vibe. Also, Rosalina is the best Mario Princess. Fight me, I don't care. Boss fights are also really fun in this game. It can be quite tough sometimes as well. Certain levels themselves I remember struggling on a lot. This game is super balanced when it comes to difficulty, as I don't mind a challenge. Man, talking about this game really wants me to try Galaxy 2 now. I just love the number 2. 2. Yeah, one thing you're gonna notice, if you haven't noticed it already, is I prefer sequels to games a lot more than the original. So let's get into... Imagine Elden Ring. Okay, now make Elden Ring take place in America. NDK Remnant 2. At the time of writing this, I'm actually still playing through this game with the homie PK, and it's going on the list because this game is incredible so far. Without seeing the ending yet, I can confidently say this is one of my favorite games. I never really played Souls-like games, which I plan to do eventually, but this game gave me a very good first impression of the genre. Me and PK played through the entire first game, which is good, but I heard people praising the shit out of the sequel when it came out not too long ago. So I was pretty excited to play to see what the hype was about, and oh boy, I could definitely see the hype now. Remnant 2 did feel the exact same as the first game for a few hours, but once this game picks up, it makes the first game look so lame in comparison, respectfully. Gunplay feels way better, dodging feels better, boss fights are way more challenging and more rewarding. Except that one motherfucker, I can't remember his name right now, but he's like this tall bitch. For some reason, he only targeted me. So, like, I was basically doing that whole fight solo. That motherfucker pissed me off. But anyway, there's new classes to choose at the beginning of the game. My favorite was Challenger, as I can literally ignore death. And PK was always the healer. Thank you, PK, you saved me in this game so many times. Graphics look sort of similar to the first game, but you could definitely see an improvement, and it definitely looks better. I'm really hyped to play through the rest of this game with PK. Originally, Street Fighter 4 is going to probably be here, but Street Fighter 6 is a good game?
What?
Yeah, that's better. I play this on PS5, so sometimes I will literally hover over the game just so I can hear the banger that is this song right here.
Yeah, ain't that dude?
I probably only played like 2 seconds because I'm pretty sure I would get copyrighted. But when this game came out during the summer of 2023, I was playing this game so damn much. It is now my favorite Street Fighter game. First off, the character roster is amazing. Not like pretty much everyone except for a couple I couldn't really get into. As you can see in the gameplay that's in the background for this video, I'm a Jury main and I can kind of cook with her. Hopefully, while I'm recording this, I'm not getting shit on in the background. Anyways. World Tour is also really good, being able to explore Metro City or Night Shaw and just walk up to an NPC and start a fight. It's the funniest shit ever. Currently, we're going to be getting Akuma's last DLC character for Year 1 for this game. So let me give you the character that I want to see in the next DLC for Year 2. Please, for the love of God, Capcom, bring back my boy Dudley. I loved playing him in Street Fighter 4. Also, honorable mention, bring back Cody as well. Okay, thank you, bye, Capcom, love you, bye. Okay, bye. Thank you, Capcom, bye. I love you, bye-bye. So people have mixed feelings on this game, but I love the unfinished pile of shit mess thing that this game is. This game can get carried by just the soundtrack alone. Like, listen to this shit, damn. As you can probably tell, that was all a cappella and it is fucking genius. Twinsanity is also funny as fuck, especially this iconic cutscene here.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
I really wish we could have gotten the finished product this game was supposed to be because so much content got cut. So in my opinion, they desperately need to remake this game. I will be a day one supporter, trust. I will pre-order that shit day one. I remember I beat this whole game on PS2 without saving because I didn't have a memory card at the time. That was stressful. Twinsanity has good humor, good gameplay, even with how broken it is. Really damn good soundtrack, good Spyro reference. Like, bro, I do not care what y'all say. This is legit the GOAT of Crash games. Fight me. And here's another game I played on the PS2 a shit ton back then. Licensed games are never usually the best, but they cooked with the SpongeBob game. I know I keep saying this again and again and again and again, but bro, the soundtrack, yeah, it slaps. SpongeBob with the 3D platformer gameplay feels amazing, and this game is somewhat open world as you can go and enter a specific world anytime you want. My favorite one to always go was the Sand Mountain and just go down the hills and shit. Each world looks and plays amazing, except for the Kelp Forest, though. I hated looking for those missing campers, bruh. Not too long ago, this game event actually did get a remaster, being Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but in my opinion, the original just has more charm to it. This is also one of the first games I low-key wanted to learn a speedrun, as the speedrun potential for this game has is insane. Like, look at this video here. You can legit skip the entirety of Goo Lagoon with this one glitch. Like, what the hell? Battle for Bikini Bottom will always be in my memory. Truly a holy grail of licensed games. I also did not mind the SpongeBob movie game as well. That one was kind of decent. Okay, last FNAF game on this list, I promise. FNAF 2 is still my favorite FNAF game to this very day. Although not too scary for me nowadays, except for the occasional Foxy jump scare. Thank you, Foxy, for giving me anxiety whenever I use the flashlight now. But anyways, the gameplay loop is what carries this game for me. Yes, it is at the end of the day, just pull up to the prize corner, wind up the music box, flip the camera down, pull the mask down, shine the flashlight everywhere, and repeat the shit. But that loop is actually super fun to me, and in the later nights, it can feel so satisfying and rewarding. Except for 1020 mode, though. That is genuinely impossible to do, I swear to God. If you guys were there to watch when I streamed that shit, you know what I'm talking about. I remember the popularity this game got on YouTube back when it first released. People talking about the Easter eggs, fake Easter eggs, or the theories. It feels nice to look back at all that stuff. FNAF 2's made an impact on my life. Sounds cringe, I know, but this game is a childhood, man. It deserves to be on this list. Another series I have here on the channel, I'm gonna be honest, I had to choose between RE4 Remake, RE2 Remake, RE7, and RE8, or RE Village, to put here on this list. So after some thought, it is safe to say I think RE4 Remake is my favorite Resident Evil game. Although, to be honest, 2, 7, and 8 belong here as well. Recording this game and the DLC for it was so much damn fun, and it had the most iconic clip on the channel, arguably, the cow incident. Bitch! No way she's got incapacitated. Hello? Wait. Oh, bro, chill. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Dude, this cow is soloing us. Let's be real, Leon is actually one of the most swag gaming characters everywhere. There's no way bro is an ordinary human. Bro can probably square up with Batman, it would be a close fight. I never had any experience with the original game except watching YouTube videos on it, shout out to Outside Ravioli, so the remake is my first time playing Resident Evil 4. The gameplay here is my favorite in the whole series, although I do miss the dodge mechanic from the RE3 remake. Luckily they make up for that with the new parry mechanic and it feels so smooth to pull off. Boss fights are also incredible here, with my favorite having to beat the Salazar fight. It gets so damn intense and the music that plays there during it slaps hard. I put in hours to get the platinum for this game, which got annoying at times, especially because of Ashley, but it was still a 300% and it wasn't too bad. The Separate Ways DLC was also really good. Ada's cool as fuck in it. If y'all have ever watched my series on this game, plus the DLC, I highly recommend you go check it out. Fucking hell, this game has made me cry so damn much, holy shit. Alright, let's get into it. First off, I want to say I do love the first Life is Strange game just as much as this one, but personally, 2 just gets me way more in the feels. We follow brothers Sean and Daniel as they, yes, bro has my name. That threw me off. Okay. But we follow brothers Sean and Daniel as they try to make their way to Mexico to run away from the law because Sean picked up this bozo who's bullying Daniel and may have paralyzed him, and then the cops got called and their dad starts escalating the situation, but motherfucker shoots the dad because he's a bozo, and then Daniel uses his new power unknowingly and kills that officer. God damn! Yeah, this game is fucked. For the rest of the story, we just followed their long journey to Puerto Lobos with the goat Captain Spirit, a dumbass tiger killing the goat mushroom, fuck him. Us working at a sweet berry bush farm, Daniel getting involved, the whole ass cult. Like, holy, this game is a lot of shit to take in. I never felt this emotional about a game before, besides another game we'll get into very soon. One complaint I have, however, is that we play as Sean for the whole game, and Daniel is the one with the power, so we never got cool gameplay mechanics involving it like the first game did with Max's time travel powers. But the story makes up for that issue. I remember bawling my eyes out at the ending. There are a few, and they all are equally kind of sad as balls. I did kind of spoil it a bit, but if you haven't, go and check it out, especially if you were a fan of the first game. Yes, I put the whole series here. I don't give 2 fucks if you say, oh, but Deanie, that makes this the top 53 games, you dumbass. Listen, Johnny, all 4 seasons are masterpieces. I'm putting all 4 here, damn it. Do I even need to explain myself into why this is on the list? My eyes have been drained, pause, because of the amount of times I cried playing this damn series. I'd say season 1 is my favorite, as does the GOAT that is Lee. Rest in peace, Lee, I love you. But every season is, like I said, a masterpiece, even if season 3 is probably the weakest out of all of them. Clementine alone carries this series, plus Lee, Genny, Luke, Alvin, AJ, that one dog in season 4 I forgot the name of, Duck, I guess, sometimes. I don't know about Duck, actually. Oh, Javi, definitely Javi. I wonder what he's been up to season 3. Listen, the point I'm trying to make here is that the characters, the story, it's all fucking amazing. Do I need to say anything else? You haven't played through the series, what the fuck are you doing? You literally live under Patrick Star's rock. Consider yourself an op. Well, here we go, folks. Finally, the top 10. Again, if you watched this far, thank you so much, and drop a like for this huge project of a video. But without further ado, let's get to the top 10, starting with... I was originally going to put Mario Kart Wii here, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has 96 fucking tracks. How could I not choose this game instead? I love Mario Kart Wii, but they added so much content to Mario Kart 8, it's just not debatable for me anymore. If y'all watched me and Doyle play through some of the DLC, you were a real one. At first, Deluxe was another Wii U port, but then they announced the Booster Course Pass and probably made the biggest Mario Kart game ever with it. If we're not counting Mario Kart Tour, which is technically bigger because it has like 1,000 characters, cars, and, you know, whatever. We got tracks from every damn Mario Kart, even Tour. This is the Smash Bros. And Mario Kart track-wise, like, holy, how many fucking times am I gonna call a game the Smash Bros. Or something? They even added back my boy Diddy. Thank you so much, Nintendo. You're actually a G for that one. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe feels and looks incredible, even if some of the DLC tracks kind of look like plastic. I'm talking about you, Toad Circuit from Mario Kart 7. I'm sorry, Liam. Pretty damn good online for this game as well. CTR, please take notes. For the love of God, I'm a casual player, but I did play this game competitively for a bit for 200cc with my boy Liam. So go check out his stuff for good Mario Kart content. He recently ranked every single track, and I think it's a pretty good list. I don't have much else to say, except this is the Mario Kart. I still want Mario Kart 9 though, so for Switch to Nintendo, you better good. At the time of making this video, I literally only beat this game a few days ago, and it's in my top 10 for a reason. I knew nothing about this game going into it, but it looked like fun, so I added it to my wish list, and the homie PK bought it for me. So I was like, what the hell, I'll download it and check it out. Yeah, I ended the game in tears. Yeah. This is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. The story especially is immaculate. There's literally an ending for each letter of the alphabet. You know at this point how much I love an emotional story in video games, and Nier Automata definitely delivers. I won't spoil anything because I wish I could play this game for the first time again. It's that special. As fucking, oh yeah, I would say it's that good. Combat also feels amazing, and throughout the story you play as 3 different characters, 2B, 9S, my fucking GOAT, and A2, which all 3 of them have their own unique quirks. I won't explain what each of them do, as it's pretty cool to witness that for yourself on your first playthrough. So yeah, go play the game if you're curious. As I stated before, there is an ending for each letter of the alphabet, but only endings A through E pretty much matter if you want to see the full complete story. I wish I could say more. I love this game to death, and I might make this game have its own separate video at some point. But for now, all I gotta say is play the game yourself if you want to witness a masterpiece of a game. And please, for the love of God, don't just play the game for 2B's act. I was very late to the party on this one, having only played this last year. I haven't even played Tears of the Kingdom yet because I'm cringe. Zelda wasn't really a series I was all too interested in, but safe to say I am now. Breath of the Wild is probably my favorite game on the Switch. The art style, the characters, gameplay, I regret nothing about putting it here in the top 10. This game turned me into a pretty big Zelda fan. I remember at the end of the game I shed a tear. Yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm sensitive when it comes to games and I will cry. But I just get really invested in what I'm playing, alright? Cut me some slack. One complaint I see many people complain about is the fact that your weapons have durability and can break. But no offense, I find that argument so dumb. Like, first off, when you get Korok seeds, you can just expand your weapon space in the inventory. Second, later on in the game, you'll be getting weapons that are way more durable, like the Master Sword. Only at the beginning of the game, you'll have your weapons breaking all the time, I suppose. But, like, after a couple hours, you'll be fine. Also, this game is fucking huge for a Switch game. Like, that's crazy. It would take over 100 hours to 100% it. Those of you that are finding every Korok seed just to get a steamy pile of shit, props to you, man. I miss Cuphead so much, man. Okay, I'm gonna admit a little secret of mine when it comes to this game. When it dropped and it was all over YouTube and such, I thought this game was the most overrated shit ever. But, Danny, why? What the fuck? I don't know, I think I was just a hater. But in like 2020, I got this game for the Switch, and holy shit, I saw what the hype was about. I'm sorry for saying this again, but the soundtrack, the difficulty, the gameplay, the art style especially, just, it all makes me horny. Wait, what? Later down the road, I even got this on PS4 and got the Platinum Trophy for it, and I even got Esther and got every boss. Yeah, that's right, I'm flexing on y'all. Fuck it, ranking video and a ranking video. I'm gonna rank the bosses from easiest to hardest. This is gonna be quick, so pay attention. Blue Slime Bitch. Potato in the Gang, Tom and Jerry Activities, Birdhouse Bitch, Pirate Bitch, Sunflower Dad's the most overrated song in the soundtrack, Two Bozo Frogs, Diabetes the Level, Average Theater Kid, Solo Eclipse that happened a few days ago, the boss with the actual best song in the game, the Jimmy the Mid, Goofy Dragon, All Aboard the Cringe Train, Baddie in the Ocean, I'm calling pest control on your ass, Yahtzee, the Devil, Dr. Kyle's piece of shit robot. Okay, that was fun, bye now. Last game here that was a series on my channel, and as you can see, I saved the best for last. When Spider-Man 2018 came out, I was like, holy shit, a Spider-Man game like the Arkham games? And I was so hyped to play through. But Spider-Man 2? It just exceeds everything the first game did and makes it look mid in comparison, respectively. The swinging is better, the graphics better, the combat, especially with the new Venom and Miles moves, better. Bro, do y'all remember the taka taka taka? If you remember the taka taka taka, I'm gonna kiss you. What? And the boss fights are way better as well. Like, I can go on forever. If you're ever bored or feeling down, put on some music and just swing through the city. It hits different trust. If you watched my series on the game, you already know how I feel about it. It's one of my favorite superhero games of all time, and I'm sad it didn't win any awards at all during the Game Awards. Yuri Lowenthal is for Spider-Man what Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, was to Batman. He deserved that award, man. Go check out my series on this game. It's good, I promise. Now, speaking of Kevin Conroy, yes, I'm putting both Arkham City and Arkham Knight here. They are both fantastic to me, and I cannot for the life of me pick one over the other. I'm more nostalgic for Arkham City, but Knight has way better combat. The game graphically looks amazing, which is crazy to me that a 2015 game looks as good as it does, and then Suicide Squad kinda looks... I mean, Suicide Squad looks good. I kinda like Suicide Squad. It's kinda overhated, but it's still graphically worse than Arkham Knight, which is crazy to me, but anyways. Look at this badass cutscene for the opening of this game.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
But City still deserves to be here as it is iconic as hell. Mark Hamill's Joker is outstanding in it, and so yeah, so I'm breaking the 50 game rule again, but fuck it. Both games managed to just evolve superhero games into what they are now, like with the Spider-Man games. Arkham Asylum did that too, and don't get me wrong, I love this one too, but the next two games is clear for me, honestly. City and Night both have top tier stories. Joker and Scarecrow being the main villains for those two games just elevate the shit out of the series. Fuck Riddler though. Bozo making me run around finding trophies and solving riddles and shit. Riddle and Arkham Knight especially is just a whole different breed. I could even platinum it because of his bitch ass. With shitty racetracks. Fuck you, bruh. Bro can't even stop Catwoman from fucking everything up. Then Blood goes to harass the Suicide Squad later on and give him the easiest shit to do. Like, bro, how do you nerf yourself? That's actually crazy. Brawl's supposed to be the Smash game here, but Ultimate is very Ultimate-y. So, Smash Bros. Is something that you must experience in your life, especially if you're on for the hype when a new character drops. Steve from Minecraft's getting announced was fucking crazy. And Sora? Bro, how much did Sakurai pay Disney? Like, how did he even make that happen? I never got Crash in the game, though. F's in the chat. But the roster in this game doesn't disappoint. Until they add 1,000 Fire Emblem characters. Bro, hold on. This is off script, but I literally remember waking up at like 6 in the morning for a direct, and you wanna know which Smash character got announced? Fucking Byleth. I fucking stayed up all night just for Byleth. That was like the most depressing things in my life. Anyways, getting every single Smash characters plus new ones all in one game is insane. If Sakurai makes a Smash 6, I don't know how he's gonna top this one without having everyone from Ultimate come over. Bro, I remember making my Smash replay series by transferring the replays to my SD card and then putting said SD card into my phone and editing the shit on KineMaster. Also, when I started a Road to Elite Smash series, but I only did one episode. Let me know if I should bring that back. Anyway, Smash Ultimate is a must-have on your Switch. I even like the World of Light mode, which is surprisingly a hot take. Like, I know Subspace Emissary clears it, but World of Light is still decent. I do kinda wish they had trophies again instead of spirits, but it's okay, I love this game. Now 1v1 me on Ness to get slammed on. 1v1 me while I'm playing Ness. 1v1 me on Ness kinda makes it sound like I want you to play Ness. I mean, if you're a good Ness, I guess. You know, if you're a bad Ness, you know, fuck it, next game. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Big Smoke alone is part of the reason this is the best GTA game ever conceived from Rockstar. Oh, but Danny, GTA 5 has better graphics, it has Jizzle, it has... No, shut the fuck up, I don't care. San Andreas is better. Playing this on the PS2 back then was some of my best gaming memories. I remember when I first beat the game, I was amazed how long this game truly is for a damn PS2 game. The map is also huge as well. We got Los Santos, the country area, San Fierro, Las Venturas. CGA is also the best GTA main character, Fight Me. And with the best side characters at his side, the final boss being Big Smoke, I remember being genuinely upset about it. I was like, no! I remember falling for those San Andreas Easter eggs, like the fucking Loch Ness Monster Jason Voorhees in the game. I would legit look at the map and go to where they were in the video. I was hyped to find out that the photographer dude walking in the lake was actually real. And when I first found that in-game, it was kind of unsettling for me. Also, I remember the jetpack cheat code by heart. Y'all are just gonna have to trust I didn't look it up. It's L1, L2, R1, R2, L1, L2, R1, R2, left down, right up, left down, right up. If I get that wrong, I'm going to cry. You remastered Pac-Man World 1 and it was really good. If I don't see a remaster of 2, I'm deleting the channel. Okay, sorry. But I'm very passionate about this game as it's number 2 on this list. And that's for a very good reason. It's another nostalgic game I played on the PS2. Yeah, that seems to be the theme now, but whatever. Pac-Man World 2 is an amazing 3D platformer with fun gameplay, a goddamn phenomenal soundtrack. And it's just, bro, it's amazing, okay? Spooky boss fight, also goated. Back to Smash for a second, but I was already hyped that he was going to be in Smash 4. But when they implemented the flip kick from this game into his moveset, I actually nutted a little. I'm praying to the Pac-Man gods, please remaster this game and make it as good as the first one, please. And keep the arcade in there with you having to look for the Namco tokens and that played the Pac-Man jingle every time you picked one up. And please don't nerf the spooky boss fight. And please make each ghost fight not a fucking reskin. And please rework the submarine levels. And please keep the opening cutscene the same. And please... Here we are, folks, finally. My favorite game of all time, Left 4 Dead 2. You better believe I'm gonna yap about this one, so lock the fuck in. I remember playing Left 4 Dead 1 on the good old Xbox 360, and it was a fun time playing with my siblings and all. Then we eventually got Left 4 Dead 2, and it makes the first game look like my cat Georgie personally shat on the game and covered it in his kitty litter. Okay, that might have been a bit harsh, but bro, this game means so damn much to me. The memories I have is something I will cherish forever. A first-person shooter game with zombies or infected technically. I know the lore, shut up. I know they're technically not zombies, but I just don't know. With the cast of characters that just have that charm. Nick, my personal favorite, and he's an asshole gambler. Coach, who needs his barbecue bacon burger. Ellis, who's obsessed with fucking Keith. And Rochelle, who is Rochelle. It is my perfect game until you get kicked from a versus match for not playing well. But the point is that Valve cooked. They cooked me up a 5-course meal, a 6-course meal, even if that is a thing that exists. The PC version is the best way to play this game. You get all the first game packed in all the DLC. You get the huge amount of fan-made campaigns that you can get from the workshop. The mods inside workshop as well could change your character or how your HUD and items look. And not to mention all the mutations that you can do. And The Last Stand, which is the most recent update that literally added a whole new campaign made by a fan to play through. And more achievements to collect. I really want to get every achievement for this game, and I'm really close, but Last Stand on Expert Realism is probably the hardest thing I've ever played. Even worse than getting S-Rank on every Cuphead boss, I'm being for real. Versus mode is good as well, even if I am shit at it. Screw it! Ranking video in a ranking video again. This time I'm gonna rank the Special Infected from hardest to play to easiest. So expect to get some tips, okay? Pay attention, pull out your notebook, get your pencil, and write this shit down. Or pull out your phone and go on Google Docs. Man, number 1, Smoker. He is super map dependent, and you really gotta know those choke points if you want to get value from him. Number 2, Tank. You are beefy with a shit ton of health, but if they got a Molotov, you're fucked. Make sure you target the right people and have God aim at their rocks if you don't want to get kicked from the game. When you're playing Tank, press that tab button and look at the survivor's inventory shits and see who has a Molotov and who doesn't. Trust me, that's... Just remember to do that, okay? Number 3, Charger. He is pretty simple, but you do need to learn the death charge spots for the best results, otherwise he's just another Hunter. Number 4, Hunter. You do just aim and pounce, but learning how to damage pounce gives Hunter a somewhat high skill ceiling, especially if you learn how to pounce from wall to wall. Number 5, Boomer. All you do is aim and puke on everybody, yes, but knowing how to get all 4 survivors and where to spawn so you to get one-tapped is needed to be good as Boomer. Never spawn behind the survivors. Always spawn somewhere ahead of them, but not too far ahead of them. You have to know where to spawn, dude. Number 6, Jockey. Basically an easier Hunter. You just jump off a survivor and control where you want them to move. Make sure to always drag them off a ledge or into Spitter's goo. So, just drag them somewhere where you'll get the most value. Number 7, Spitter. With Spitter, you're basically the icing on the cake. Just wait for another infected to attack like a Hunter and spit on top of the Hunter. Pause, to add more damage. That's all your job is, and to block off entryways sometimes, Spitter is so easy, bruh. Okay, I'm tapped out. Pause. We made it, folks. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you watched this whole video, I never worked harder on a video in my life, and I intend to do more videos like this in the future. So in a way, this is the start of Danny Gaming Central Season 3. So drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. My fucking voice is gone. Holy shit.